Hey, Pat.
All right, we back.
Let's go places.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Try it first.
I need to try it first.
These are the people who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right.
You're back. So am I. My face cam froze, so I had to end the stream and restart it. So I was gone for about 4 minutes.
It's America's #1 network.
But yeah, I just totally restarted my computer, so we should be good to go to the end of the race. That happens sometimes when I do those longer streams.
Reduce sprays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX from Just for Men.
Right, football is back. We're talking big matchups. Fans, huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers. What is that? Not the Buccaneers I meant. Not that. There we go. The chance.
So what happened is the doctors found Neymar, told him the situation, and then told his team they must stop playing due to potential COVID. I feel like they should just, like, nobody should win that game and nobody should lose that game. It should just be like they just play the game later. They postpone it. And plus, I think it's so stupid in soccer how they don't stop the clock for anything. It's like they should stop the clock. Apparently, even if there's an injury, they don't stop the clock. Like, you should stop the clock for an injury so we can cart the guy off the field. You know.
Watching Denny Hamlin, that's a man confident in his abilities to run lap after lap right up there against the wall.
Yeah, that's the difference between.
Messi was the first one to storm off because he was pissed. I don't blame him. I'd be pissed too. This game was for the World Cup. Yeah, it matters. It matters, dude.
Get himself in any kind of trouble. And we talked about, you know, these cars going.
Didn't the World Cup already? No, that was the Premier League. Yeah.
Like running this apron down here in turn 3 and 4. Denny was the first guy I ever saw to run the high groove, the second groove, in turn 1 and 2. I didn't even know there was one there. And so Denny starts going into turn 1, a whole lane up the racetrack. And I'm like, what is he doing? So I started doing it late in the run. There's so much more pace up there. And he even
World Cup qualifying,
yeah. 2 in the second groove now. That's since been repaid. Don't really know if that second groove exists anymore. But Denny Hamlin, one of those guys that can go out there and find pace, find speed on this racetrack. And that's why I think he loves it. Marty.
Pointing to the free fall for Eric Almirola continues. He is back to 18th. What's going on? Well, that's what Mike Bugaravich, his crew chief, wants to know. Listen.
Kind of like a tire down or something, or what's going on? I mean, we're like almost 3/4 of a second off pace.
Third is the biggest problem. The back is out, but the third is bad. Okay.
As it's gotten cooler, they have continued to go backwards with this 10 car.
You don't know if Hamlin is catching Larson at this point? It doesn't look like it. I'm looking at the intervals. Yeah, he's not catching up to. He's not losing much time, but he's not catching up much either. So.
Go straight up the racetrack. No more. No. Even if you turn the steering wheel, it just continues to slide. So all you can do in that situation is slow down.
Yeah.
You only go through the corners.
He wanted to win and get first spot for his country, but he heard his country had illegal players. He stormed off. Yeah. I mean, I'd be upset too.
Plus get back to the track, and they've not been able to do that with this last adjustment. Denny Hamlin here at 108 beats per minute. The whoop data. I just don't know how he does it, man. Marty, we got a great battle right here for the free pass.
Yes, this is for the free pass. Martin Truex Jr. trying to get it from Matt DiBenedetto, who just got...
I like that Matty D throwback scheme. I know they aren't doing the throwback weekend, but Matty D did bring out a throwback scheme to, is that Elliott Sadler's scheme? 21 scheme?
Get back on the lead lap
I just know it looks really familiar
If it holds like it is, biggest
to like an
concern for
old,
both
you
these
know,
drivers.
like
Off to
early
Miller,
2000s scheme.
22 seconds behind the leader. Does he go down a lap before the end of the stage?
I was like, what the hell? Oh, you were watching it?
Yeah, and also Dillon should be fine. I mean, he's, you know, that's basically with the lap times 8 to 9 seconds. So
Refs wanted to restart, but
should be-
police
should
forced
be
them off.
okay as far as that is. So
Yeah, unfortunately, the police do have power over the refs.
That gives new meaning to the term driving in anger. He was upset that the position had been taken away. We see the 21 of the Benedetto get up into the wall a little bit, just enough to slow him down. Let Truex get a pretty decent position on him, get a decent run, and he makes the pass. That was radio from the 21 of Matt Benedetto talking about the smoke inside the car. He has a little bit of damage to the right side here, maybe a little bit of tire smoke coming into the car there. And you can smell that as well. Once that fender starts rubbing on that tire, you can smell that rubber burning down. It's hard to explain to fans how every sense you use in the car, feel, smell, everything. You know, I mean, it just comes to you. You can smell when there's an oil leak. You can smell when a tire's rubbing. You can smell when the outside temperature changes just about. And it's hard to believe you're doing all that at 170 or 80 miles an hour. And every sort of issue smells different. Like it's a rear end housing or an engine issue. They all have different smells. The other thing a driver can smell is fear. When he comes up on a guy.
Now Hamlin's losing a lot of time. He fell behind Bell. I could see Bell winning this race. Eric Jones got his second career win in the 20 car. He got his first one at Daytona. Christopher Bell in the 20 car got his first win at Daytona. I mean the Daytona road course, but at Daytona. Running the 20 car, he could get his second career win at Darlington. Imagine that.
The way it works here at Darlington is when you get into the top 5, setting up and making a pass, that's going to take 15, 20 laps. Yes. I mean, it's hard to do.
Brazil players were fucking around till word was said if game was canceled. So they did stop the clock during that. Remember when we thought that soccer player died? That was scary.
He's got a little pressure from Ross Chastain here. Down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4 as you're watching at the top of the screen. Kyle Larson pedals this number 5 car off of turn 4. He's going to win his 13th stage of the year.
Squaw. What's up, Jaden? Glad to see you came back.
And it continues to add.
That's always one of my biggest fears when I do the when I have to restart the stream is that people won't join back, but you guys always put those fears to rest. Caution's out. Larson wins stage 2.
Continues to show why he's the favorite to not only win the
I'm going P.
but to win this championship. A lot happening in stage 1 and stage 2. We got more stage 3 coming up next.
Oh fuck.
I know a thing or two about cars, and sometimes buying them can make you tighten the chest. But with Carvana, I can finally breathe easy. Buying my car 100% online without any tense negotiation. Smells like the internet. Shop now at Carvana.com. When I'm not racing, I'm personalizing. Just like how Carvana lets you personalize your financing. You can customize your down payment and monthly payment in a matter of minutes for some truly dazzling results. Financing has never felt so fabulous.
Yes, what I'm saying is people like options. I mean, you take Geico. Yeah, you can call them anytime you feel like saving money. It don't matter, day or night. Use your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, whatever. The point is, you have options. Ah, how convenient. Oi, crab cakes. What are you looking at?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You're invited to join 16 daredevils on a crisscrossing journey across the world of speed. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Richmond, Saturday on NBCSN.
We all eat. Most of us won't break a world record, but it felt great after breaking a sweat. Most of us are dreamers that need more sleep. We'll eat healthier, starting tomorrow. We're competitive, mostly with ourselves. Most of us would like to know our bodies better, so...
Jaden, sup, my G? Eriksson is banned from Denmark national team and Italian league play due to heart problems. Banned? For heart problem? That's fucked. I mean, it's like, yeah, if you got heart problems, you probably shouldn't be playing, but, like, you shouldn't ban someone for that.
For just $25 a line. Get 5G on the network more Americans depend on, and save up to $80 each month. The network you can count on to stay connected and the unlimited plan you want, for just $25 a month per line. Get unlimited and save. Total Wireless. Do amazing.
What do you get when you combine a grilled cheese with a cheeseburger? The new Sonic Grilled Cheeseburger. Made with 100% pure seasoned beef, ketchup, mustard, onions, Texas toast, and of course, plenty of delicious melted cheese for a limited time only at Sonic. Let's listen in to some Martin Truex Jr. radio. A little frustration from these guys.
Hi, doggy.
Do you think you actually have a loose wheel, or is the tire coming apart because he's so tight? I don't know. We're just trying to work
Dude,
out.
Raffy looks so clean after his bath.
Wheel space though, so I just need a little bit of help.
There you have it. Silence. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Truex, those guys, they're night-night going like
They don't want him to have the same scene happen. They told him no more professional play.
Help me, help you. Help me, help you.
Ever again, or just like until he's fine?
19 stage points racked up for Kyle Larson Jr. and more importantly,
But either way, that's just fucked. Like, that's not your call to make. It's like, yeah, if you got heart problems, maybe sit out until you're good. But like, it's like when Brian Vickers had heart problems, NASCAR didn't make him sit out. He decided to sit out because that's what he needed to do for his health.
At the bottom left of your screen, lost 2 positions there late because he was getting very loose in the corners. You see the team focusing on pulling out that right rear fender. They saw that damage, said that is as bad as we had at the end of the race last time. As you see him pull away, also Larson staying down here looking for some forward drive in the 42. And it looks like Kyle Larson will beat them on the road. Larson's fast on the racetrack, and his pit crew, they're the best on pit road. He continues to lead going into stage 3.
USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Matt, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore.
I'm rolling a third blunt, because fuck you.
Room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
DiGiorno has 7 delicious crusts, and your family food critics will rave. Croissant crust is flaky layers of buttery bliss. Rising crust is fresh baked deliciousness. There's a 5-star pizza for everyone in your family to love. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Check that out. Internet that's one step ahead.
I never smoked 3 blunts in one sitting. I don't know if I've ever done that. I probably have. Yeah, actually I have. I think one time, I was at my friend's house and he just kept rolling up blunts. Like he just kept rolling them up and giving them to me. I was like not even done with the last blunt and he just rolled up another one and like gave it to me. I was like, dude, slow down, slow down.
Xfinity X5. So powerful, it keeps one-upping itself.
Can the internet do that?
We lost part of our forest to fire several years ago. We decided to stay and help it recover. People who have heavy machinery.
They do it for his. Yeah, I get it, but like.
Reach out and help their neighbors.
Ever again? That's what's fucked. Wow. I get that aspect, but it's just like he's an adult. Let him make his decision about if he's good to play. Like that's fucked. He's a young man. And because of something he couldn't control, he never gets to play again. And it's not even because of, like, you know, nature. It's not like he, like, just doesn't get to play because he's sick or because he has issues. It's because they decide that he can't play. It's like, yeah, maybe if he, like, killed someone, I could understand them banning him, you know, for life. But,
adorable.
Like, when I hear the words banned for life from a sport, I think, oh shit, what did he do? What the fuck could he have done? Like, whose wife did he cheat with?
For free. That's because you all
but,
have the internet. Xfinity X5. So powerful, it
that's
keeps
just
one-upping
fucked.
itself.
Sam had Nat and Krista, Kyle, and Daryl, Jarrett, Mamiya. Okay.
up here tonight. Rudolph Mortgage, Victory Lane. A lot of racing left to be determined on who's
They have a
gonna win
device
this
on him?
race, guys. It's a lot of fun. Stage 2 had a lot of drama, but had a lot of fun in the booth working with you guys. Always love spending time with y'all, and it's been a magical night already.
Yeah, listen, I'm amazed that these guys.
I wonder what Rick Allen does during that stage 2
in the beginning to be segment 3. It's always fun.
and Steve Letarte and Jeff
Once a year,
Burton.
same time next year. You guys do a great job up here, man.
Yeah, really enjoy it and fun, especially at this place.
I miss Ken Squire being in the booth during this second stage or just whenever.
These drivers are now looking, they thought they've just been through a lot. Now they're looking at the longest stage of the evening. So we're going to bring back in the only guy of our team that has actually won the Southern 500 and let him tell everybody and how these drivers
You know why you get Asian funny vids and mukbang ASMR?
Same time next year, same time next year.
ASMR vids are weird. A lot of people like them, but for me, I don't dislike them. I just think it's weird.
If he's talking about a Southern 500 winner, he must be talking about Jeff Burton, who will be coming up. I promise you.
Like, I don't think they'd really relax
Three playoff
me.
drivers, Brad, already out of this thing, and attrition.
You know what my ASMR is? Going to a fucking race.
The amount of action we've already seen.
Yeah, I'm shocked by the attrition. I mean, this racetrack, as we know, is very, very abrasive, very hard, very difficult.
Going to a baseball game. That's my ASMR.
Drivers, those are the teams that manage days like this.
It's a hot monitor device. That's.
Very, very interesting to watch that.
I get that. I mean, you need that.
They've been excellent in every stage.
I don't know. It just sits wrong with me.
They're going to have to pick it up, and these guys are driving really hard right now. They're going to have to drive even harder because I don't think he's showing everything he's
Now, I get it if you were to make a rule where he can't play until he's medically cleared. Okay, I can understand that, you know. But remember NASCAR did an ASMR vid? I do remember that. That one I liked.
We got about 130 laps to figure it out, but they better figure it out quick because Young Money is putting it on.
It's been on quite a show. Time now to send it back up to the booth and Rick Allen.
Thanks, Kelly. And what an enjoyable stage that was to listen to the legends call that second stage, and so many things happening there with Kyle Busch out. We saw William Byron out. So many different drivers struggling right now. And
you know, Kyle Petty had a kid at 57. Well, he didn't have it, but like his girl had it. But he was 57. It's like, bro, you're gonna be 70 when your kid's 13. When your kid's 18, there's a good chance you're dead.
Completely uncontrolled. So basically, I thought that it was this one that was around the nose. The rule isn't you don't have to keep touching and all that. When NASCAR says we're not gonna
Final stage, hell yeah. I'm hoping it's good. Kind of over the whole. I'm not totally over it, but I'm kind of over the whole Kyle Busch wreck. Because it's like I'm not really worried. Like he'll be fine. He'll move on to the next round. I think he got stage points in the first stage too, so.
Kurt Busch moving out quickly, trying to gain some spots here early.
Link.
Kevin Harvick just in front of him.
Doctor said he isn't medically cured or run for 2 hours.
Staying up here inside the top 5.
It's amazing what the 42 cars continuing to do around the playoff cars. You know, when you have runs like this in the playoffs, you kind of go back and say, man, what if we could have made it into the playoffs? But either
I didn't know ASMR had been around for that long.
I know Chip Ganassi Racing going away at the end of the year. Now, battle between. Man, I thought there was going to be one contact on Bell right there. And you see the momentum loss. He had to get out of gas. I'm sure it was just too high up.
You were talking about Chip Ganassi Racing. 20 years of racing for Chip Ganassi here in NASCAR. And what a great career he has had. That team sold to Trackhouse Racing for 2022.
A great opportunity for Ross Chastain, who will be going to Trackhouse.
Final stage underway. Hell yeah.
Our teammate next year. So, partner in crime. That's what I'm going to call the two of them. I think it's going to be interesting to watch. Two hard racers being paired up. It's going to be good to see what Trackhouse, Justin Marks is doing a great job with that 99, but it's going to be sad to see old Chip go. Chip's always fun in the garage to run into. Dave.
Christopher Bell from 2nd to 5th and now getting pressure from Chase Elliott. He had the choice to go behind leader Kyle Larson on the bottom, the preferred line, or go to the outside. Listen to the discussion. I believe he overruled the computer.
So we're lining up second row here. We're not taking this front row. That's what it says. Adam, yeah, do whatever
do you think's right, man? Do you think front row's good? Good? I don't think I'd give up the front row, man. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I think you're crazy if you don't think front row.
Crazy maybe, but all that work he did to get by Denny Hamlin earlier, he's going to have to do it all over again. And now he's going to get by several other cars that have gotten by him, Marty.
Night time has come at the right time for Chase Elliott. The crew got him a couple spots. They restarted 6. Chase's car getting much better. Made a couple of daring moves on that restart as well. But it looks like Chase Elliott, who's right on board with them with the Xfinity onboard, has really found his own here as we start stage 3.
Bad little bitch, yeah. She be my favorite. All my songs, they all on her playlist. I don't really know how to say it, but I'ma say it.
Guys, I gotta give a shout out to Corey LaJoy, who right now is running in 10th in that 7 car. Remember last week at Daytona, led a lap right up front all the way to the end and had a career night there at Daytona. And once again here at Darlington with an excellent run in that number 7 for Spire Motorsports. And remember, we've seen him do this at places that are wore out, where you can serve the tires like
Come on.
This really, to me, is a Corey LaJoy racetrack, and he's taking full advantage of a great car that team has given him, conserving that right rear tire and running right in the top 10 in the thick of the playoff field, including right there on the back of Kyle Reddick. What an awesome run.
I think one of the most impressive things about that, partner, is that they lost a lot of track position midway through this race, and usually that would be the end of the night for one of these smaller teams. They've been able to battle back, get that track position back, and now he's fighting to take over this position and move into ninth over Tyler Reddick.
That track position, I think it was a short pit on the green flag pit stop. Well done.
We look back a little bit further in the field here, and you see Ryan Priest in the 37. You know, not the season he was looking for, only 4 top 10s this season, but currently running in the 12th position, and really a great run for Ryan Priest tonight.
Yeah, Ryan Priest, you know, this week it got announced that this car was not going to be back at JTG Doherty next year. Ryan Priest was surprised about that, didn't know much about it, and found out he may not have a ride next year. So he is another driver this late in this year trying to figure out what his future looks like. Ryan Priest, huge winner in modifieds, won a truck race earlier this year, trying to earn his way in this sport, making a living, doing what he loves.
Take a look at Kyle Larson up here. The reason we're going to highlight him, he's up front, of course, but he's also got the Xfinity fastest lap. Just over 29 seconds flat around this 1.33 racetrack. So difficult, but he has put down the fastest lap this evening, and it came on lap 239, which was just 7 laps ago.
As this racetrack cools down and we get later, I believe that somebody will top that lap time, maybe get down in those 28s before it's all said and done. And maybe this guy right here, he might not have, you know, he might not have run as hard as he needs to just yet. We don't really know.
Oh my
He's
God.
got a little bit more pace. He may be having a little bit left in his pocket.
Might not be showing us everything yet. We saw the battle for that free pass with Martin Truex Jr. He's back on the lead lap, running in the 18th position, Marty.
And we have followed the trials and tribulations of the 19 tonight, Rick, with that loose wheel. And a moment ago, they did come down pit road as you watch Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell, top of your screen. That's a battle for the 5th position. They did come down for the 19 and put a wheel spacer on that right front to make sure they don't have any more loose wheels this evening. Truex restarted 23rd, now has made his way up to the 18th position. That's a pass for now the 17th position. The guy who dominated here in May with the car that has not run since that race that dominated in May. We'll see if Truex can make his way back to the top 5.
All right, a wheel spacer, basically, Rick, when you have a wheel that's loose, these studs, think of it like a bolt that has threads that the nut goes on. Well, when the wheel bangs around, it messes those threads up. You add a spacer, it moves the wheel out a little bit further on the hub to a fresh area of the threads. We also watched them run the lug nuts on and off a few times just to make sure everything was all cleaned up. Because with green flag pit stops, you want to make sure everything can tighten up, Dave.
Christopher Bell back to 7th now, and that's
Looks like Hamlin is faster than Larson.
He says the vibration is back that he had earlier. He was asked.
He's running some pretty good laps right now,
like
but
talking about. He said no, but this car is very, very loose.
Larson just ran his best lap 10 laps ago
In the last few laps, Harvick just got by
of the entire race, so he's just on an upwards trend.
So Christopher's struggling right now. Right along. Watch his hands.
Win value still here?
To the right. tires loose. He's having to steer the back of the car to keep the car from spinning out. Not able to be in the gas. Kurt Busch just driving away from him.
Gonna have to come to pit road, guys. Adam told him I need about 30 laps, but I know we can't get that. Give me what you can give me. And he goes, I'm gonna have to come. So watch the 20 heading to pit road soon.
Guys, we've seen a lot of drivers, teams in the playoffs have trouble tonight. So far, that's played right into the hands of Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, we know all year long, has not had the speed that we expect from them. But he's going to have to manage his way through this first round of the playoffs. He hadn't won any races this year, but in some ways he's done his best job driving. He's had slow race cars and kept this team in the playoffs. Tonight could be a huge night for them trying to advance into the next round.
Great point, Jeff. You've got a guy who came in the 16th seed, and so foreign to him because a year ago he was the #1 seed when the playoffs started. But he has battled consistently, and with the attrition right now, McDowell, Kyle Busch, William Byron all out. We have the 20 of Christopher Bell on pit road right now, and Davey's in front of you.
Yeah, and he will fall off of the lead lap here with 115 laps to go. We'll get a look at those wheels, see what we can see. But after scoring 9 stage points at the end of the
You have a feeling Larson will win? Yeah, I agree with your feeling here. My initial prediction for this race was Ryan Blaney. I thought he was going to go 3 in a row, but
Back out on the racetrack, but it's still Kyle Larson. He's been up front 121 laps already as we go NASCAR non.
now it looks like Larson's going to win.
These are the people who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right. That's why we created Verizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders. Built on America's most reliable network. Built for real interoperability and built for 5G. It's America's #1 network in public safety. Verizon Frontline, built right for first responders.
The Tempur-Pedic Breeze makes sleep feel cool. Because the Tempur Breeze transfers heat away from your body, so you feel cool night after night. Don't miss our best offer of the year with savings up to $700 on adjustable mattress sets.
Feel the spark again in our powerful hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? No!
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try first. Yes.
I have to be fucking on my Alexa for the fucking Southern 500. You seem upset about that.
Who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions, even if
We number 6 for Larson incoming.
and Sergeant Moore,
I got a feeling, yeah.
who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
You're invited to join 16 daredevils on a crisscrossing journey across the world of speed. The NASCAR playoffs continue at Richmond, Saturday on NBCSN.
Peacock streaming Notre Dame football. It all starts on Saturday with the exclusive home opener. Then the season continues on NBC and Peacock. Here come the...
Yeah, what's on NBC that's so important that NASCAR can't be on the main NBC channel?
Closing in on just 100 laps to go here.
I'm gonna fucking kill people if it's just the nightly news.
T-Mobile. Now Larson's still out in front. Can he stay there and get all the way to victory lane? Well, I want to take a look at the
America's Got Talent rerun. America's Got Talent rerun. That's why we can't have... Fuck you. That shit pisses me off, dude.
You stop a couple times, you stop 3 times, we'll have to see what the leaders do. And with that, you've had to manage tires all night long. Do you have enough sets left? Do you try to save an extra set for a late yellow? These crew chiefs will be tested.
100 laps to go. Well, close. Uh-oh, Hamlin closing in, yeah.
before.
I think it's going to get exciting here.
So long, I had to get a little help from the graphics department because I couldn't keep track. I ran out of ink way back.
Yeah, this battle right here has been fierce. Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, little side-to-side contact right there. Harvick's been putting tons of pressure on Chase. Chase not relented. Every spot matters.
And the battle continues. You see the letters worn off the left side of the tires for Chase Elliott. I think that's thanks to Kevin Harvick. Those two currently running in the 5th and 6th position. Again, Ross Chastain up there in the top 5, running 4th. Larson, Hamlin, Logano, they're the top 3.
And this disaster right here has been brewing for 5 or 10 laps. LaJoy has been battling with Reddick, Almirola.
I love LaJoy running up front tonight. 8th place right now. He's been around there consistently. I like that.
Don't get there yet. LaJoy's worked hard to try to finally get by this 8 car. Look, oh, the chance Almirola in the wall.
Eric Almirola got into the wall a little bit there. It's some good racing.
And the 8 car losing a ton of spots right here. Dropping back. Now he's going to lose possibly another position to Martin Truex Jr. Here comes Chris Buescher. Brad Keselowski.
Winval, did you? Did you leave?
The crew chief for the 8 needs to come on the radio. We've seen playoff guys have problems. We've managed the day. This is that time of the race, Junior. You and I talk about it so.
Almirola hit the wall, yeah.
Remind that driver. You asked me at the start of the show. What's the crew chief job? Remind Reddick he's not out there by himself. Parker. And remember, Tyler Reddick at one point.
Kyle Busch 4 back. Yeah, I'm not even concerned. I'm not really concerned for playoff implications. It's just I wanted him to win another his second Southern 500. I wanted to see him win a Southern 500. You know.
I gotta back it off or something to be able to feel this car out better. I just didn't know what to say.
And that right there is not a good feedback to get. He's been so descriptive at times of what that car needs better, but right now, especially if you see him continue to lose spots.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, I'm not really that concerned.
The ability to be aggressive with the throttle, and it's showing right now in the speed, Marty. Parker, yes, it was the end of stage 2 when we were talking on Eric Almirola hanging on to the top 20. Now he's up there battling for 10th. He did make contact with the wall. He's a little
Though, if by some curse of fucking God and Jesus that Kyle Busch gets eliminated in the round of 16, I would chop off my dick and feed it to a fucking dog. Like, goddamn.
We talked about that strain level and how it's going to continue to go up, right? 0 to 21.
That's not an actual promise. I'm not going to do that. I want to watch the race off to sleep. Aiden, that guy, Juan Pablo, Danica Patrick, and Jamie McMurray on his NASCAR. What?
That is a huge amount of effort. He's burned almost 2,000 calories. So that goes back to, we just heard Reddick on the radio. He had a struggle trying to communicate. It's kind of like answering math questions on a treadmill. When you start running out of breath, when you start being worn out, the blood, where's the blood going? Is it going to your brain? Is it going to your lungs? You know, here's a race car driver who's usually very straightforward with communication, and Reddick was making really no sense. Dave.
You see Christopher Bell there passing the 10 car. He's 1 lap down in 23rd position. Now the 12th best playoff car.
What if every NASCAR race was 400 or 500 miles? Like every single one. Like even Bristol. For that to happen, Bristol would have to be 1,000 laps or like 800 laps.
Back up front, Kyle Larson.
I got the wall a little bit harder that time.
Yeah, you hear you.
Sonoma would have to be like.
He's a little concerned.
Let me see.
The chief says, don't worry about it. Marty. I think that starts compounding at some point because my calculations aren't completely accurate, but I think that's about the 6th time Larson has said, I got on the wall a little bit. Cliff Daniels every time has assured him, don't worry about it. Look how free Larson is through 1 and 2 right there, and it's getting a little bit cooler. Steve Pipstop's quickly approaching.
Toyota Sabre 350 is 226 miles, so it'd have to be like 180 laps for it to be 500 miles. What if NASCAR had no commentary? I probably would have lost interest years ago.
Your first pit stop is about 2 or 3 laps away.
Remember these.
I mean, I guess that's what it's like though when you go to a race. I mean,
they've been in the car 3 hours.
Like when you go to a race, you still do have the loudspeaker, like the PA system. but like you can only really hear it during cautions or when they're on the other side of the track, like right after a restart. So, I mean, you could get like a scanner though.
A top 5 or 6 all season long, and he's got to get a good one here again tonight, Marty.
Larson saying your car just a little bit too free and 3 and 4.
Larson with issues? Wait, what? I didn't see that. I was too busy talking.
Also on pit road right now, early Tyler Reddick, he really was struggling. We saw him drop a lot of positions there. They get a huge.
I'm gonna look on.
The racetrack, he was really unhappy at the end of that run.
Reflex pit stops underway.
And right here, Rick, if I'm a crew chief, I'm reminding the tire changers, take a little extra time. We've changed a lot of tires.
Kyle Larson scraped the wall. Team tells him he's okay. All right, he's fine.
As good as they did earlier in the race. We can't have a loose wheel at
He scared me there, Jaden.
Slow your hands, feet down. Slow your hands.
He hit the wall a bit. Yeah, he's fine.
Steve, we talked about how long the drivers have been in these race cars. Well, pit crew members have been on pit road that long as well, Parker.
As you see Ross Chastain, who hits out of the top 3, having an excellent race, continues to be the best non-playoff car in the field. Struggling with forward drive, you see that adjustment in the right rear and putting 4 Goodyear tires on for Ross Chastain. Also on pit road right now is Ryan Blaney, who's starting to have some brake fade at this time as he used brakes really hard. Oh, he just has a really tight start into his spot there. Brake fade on this golf car and 4 Goodyear tires as he's using a lot of brakes.
GT3 ASMR sounds was the video you posted. Sorry, I didn't see that link. My bad.
Look at all the fire on the right front. I mean, we're seeing that on all these cars, Steve. Looked like a little bit more fire than normal on the 12 car. Just a lot of brake buildup, a lot of debris and tire rubber coating on the brake rotors and calipers.
That's, I mean, that die cast is cool. Besides the Sunoco logo on top. See, I got this this Win die cast. It's my first ever 124 scale die cast. I got that die cast, but it has like the Monster Energy Champion logo on top of it. It doesn't have the 18 on the roof, which I don't like. I may head off to sleep in 20 minutes or just not chat. All right. I mean, we do only got 94 laps to go, so I mean that is a while, but. If you really need to sleep, you shouldn't stop yourself from sleeping, you know? I would, though. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning, or like 3:30, for whatever reason. And I would watch this race if it stayed up, if it made me staying up 24 hours. Canada wins. Go USA World Cup qualifying 1-0 run, 1-0 USA. Oh, good.
Whether it's ensuring food arrives as fresh as when it departs, being first on the scene when every second counts.
See, that's what I really care about, Winbell. Give me more USA updates. Like when you get them, just like whenever we're streaming and you're in the chat and you get like USA updates. That's what I'm really excited to hear about. Like even though I don't watch soccer, I'm just gonna support my country, you know. Like, I can't even name one player. I mean, can you name one player from USA?
I need to try it.
NASCAR nonstop? Yeah, they got nonstop going on right now.
If you have a flat tire, dead battery,
I feel like they should always have NASCAR nonstop. Like, I feel like they should never not use that.
Oh dear, I've got a flat tire. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last one?
I mean,
yeah.
Unless you're under caution. But even then, it'd still be kind of nice to just see what's going on.
Well, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car.
USA plays 2 more games, but none on Sunday. Daryl Dyke plays for USA in Orlando City. Daryl Dyke. That's a funny name. Sebastian Liget? Liget? I'm assuming it's Liget. I'm assuming that first T is silent.
You get the parts you need fast. Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store
and the second
in just 30 minutes. You get the part you need when you need it. where you need it. So you can hit the road and be exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. Get your parts and get going with Advanced Same Day.
Peacock streaming.
Ads probably cost less when they do nonstop. Yeah, I'd imagine, but still, it's like. Here's my thing. F1, like I was watching F1 today. I was saying that earlier. I was watching F1 today, and they don't have commercials. Like every time I've watched F1, I haven't seen commercials. It may be when there's like a red flag. But I don't see commercials when I watch F1. They do the entire race commercial free. So if they can do the entire race commercial free, NASCAR can at the very least do the entire race with NASCAR nonstop. Like, I know F1 is more popular and makes more money, but like, I feel like that's the least they can do. I think there was a time IndyCar did the full races with nonstop. Besides maybe like during a caution or red flag. During cautions, I don't care. I don't care. You can go to full commercial break during cautions. You know?
They put the spacer on the right front earlier. Thought they might have a loose wheel. We see Larson go by the 3 and Austin Dillon. Larson out front. Ross Chastain running second now here at Darlington. Logano is third. Kurt Busch fourth. He's in the fifth spot. All have just come to pit road recently.
And you see Truex right there coming back up onto the racetrack. So he's a lap down. He's going to work hard, be able to try to recover.
Imagine.
Back, or at least be in the free pass position should the caution come out.
It does not smell right.
That strategy is not going to work out. So basically, Rick, here's the situation. You have to run about 130 laps. Green flag at this stage runs all the way out. So you either pit twice and run 44 laps on 3 sets of tires. 3 44-lap runs. Or you pit an extra time and you do 4 33-lap runs. I mean,
is that a cigar? No, it's a blunt.
It's real simple. You have to run an extra 10 laps on each set of tires if you're going to pit one last time. Those 10 laps, you're slipping and sliding, you're avoiding traffic, and you're trying not to get wrecked. Now, if you're the guy that's pitting every time, you're the opposite. You are pressure, pressure, pressure. Make that guy out there in old tires, check his mirror, not give you the lane. Cost him time, because all of this is on predictive software, like my air quotes there, predictive software on how fast you think your driver can go. But drivers, you guys aren't out there by yourself. Right? I can predict how fast you can go, Junior and Jeff, but you have to manage traffic, manage hands.
Something just doesn't smell right.
There's some guesswork in this.
Well, we're watching Kyle Larson trying to get around some of these lap cars. I mean, these guys are on the lead lap or trying to stay on the lead lap, and he's not driving through them. He's not driving away from them. And look behind him, and it's allowing.
Like, I know what weed smells like, and that does not smell. I mean, obviously there is a weed smell in here because I'm smoking weed, but it smells like something else.
And also, think about that
too.
long-term strategy. This little bit of traffic right here, holding up this 5 car, just for only a handful of laps, really plays in to that strategy for Denny Hamlin and Truex.
I didn't smell it out there though either. Oh fuck.
History. Junkins Racing used the same exact strategy a couple of years ago in the Southern 500. One last stop in this final stage, and they won the race. So I think that's what they're going to as much as anything else. Can the 11 and 19 make this work?
Will they get?
10-lap pressure tires for Mark Truex Jr. He just unlapped himself. So going by Larson, he was able to get by, but look what a close call here is.
Yeah, I don't really smell it anymore.
Right there. You know, you said it, Junior. Larson having trouble getting by these cars. I know he's trying to be careful because he's the leader, but is his car failing? Is his car starting to not drive as well as it was earlier? This racetrack changing.
Shit, my bad, sorry.
It's cooler than it's been all night long. Have they gotten behind on changes?
I still have this other keyboard connected. Whenever my computer's plugged in, it connects to that keyboard, so sometimes if I accidentally press that, it'll like do shit. God fuck. Canada won, USA won. You know, I don't mind Canada. Canada's pretty cool too. I mean, I don't want them to beat. I don't want anyone beating USA, but you know, Canada seems pretty cool too. So.
Harvick is one of them last pit around lap 270, so there's definitely an issue here, which I can see what it was.
I'm hearing a loose wheel on the Ford Kevin Harvick. It was only 15 laps in this set of tires, so a loose. What did we talk about? Late in the race, the glue on the studs, Rick. Slow down. Make sure you tighten the wheels. The Ford Kevin Harvick, the next car to have a loose wheel issue. Your team's going to look at the wheels, but regardless, now Rodney Childers is going to have to flip the no pad over.
You know what's always surprising is whenever you go to a NASCAR race, the surprising amount of military members there. I love it. I think it's awesome. I'm like so grateful that they get to spend a day just to take the day off, I guess, and just watch a NASCAR race. Like, that'd be cool.
There's 16 playoff drivers and 10 of them had problems tonight.
Fuck you, Harvick. Yeah, damn right.
Jeff, I was just impressed with the 4 team that showed up today. I didn't expect to see the speed that I've seen. He switched from, I don't know if he's going to make it out of this round, to, man, how far could he go? So it's just super unfortunate. You could hear the frustration. He knows behind the wheel what this cost somebody.
What even really happened with him? I've been just like not really paying attention. I've just been talking too much. Jones to the garage. Loose wheel. Alright. Oh yeah, I saw that.
And you're starting to see that car get a little loose, especially on the exit of 2. So yeah, you got to wonder with handling as the weather conditions change, playing a factor for the 5 as well.
That and the fact that Ross Chastain is just playing quicker right now. I mean, he's running much faster lap times, about a 2 to 3 tenths faster a lap. He's chewed in that lead, is down to 4.3 seconds. 4.7 right there. He's driving up on the back bumper of that 5 car. Parker.
Guys, I want to add on just a little further to what Denny Hamlin and Mark Truex Jr. are trying to do.
Wheel loose, yeah.
That came off that 11 car up Denny Hamlin. As you know, he had to go a little bit further on that
76 laps to go.
teams like Larson. There was a
This race is winding down.
on the right front tire. So that's one of the things that these crew chiefs have to balance as well. When they look at that predictive software that tells them this may work out in their favor, you've got to think about treating those tires and what sort of wear we're going to see as we see Christopher Bell on the road game.
Or maybe it's just heating up. Who knows? Maybe it gets exciting here. Ross is running in second right now. I'm not sure if that's just because of pit stops, but Ross is, well, I know he's been running up front. He led a lap tonight, but he's also been running towards the front, so can I make it to the end? I hope you do, bro. It'd be cool to have you here till the end, but it's up to you.
Uncomfortable place to be, Rick. Cookout Southern 500 tested man and machine to go NASCAR nonstop.
It's one of the biggest races of the year, the Southern 500. If you don't respond, you're sleeping or browsing YouTube. Alright. Oh, is it because I'm boring? We go NASCAR nonstop. Hell yeah, I love that.
We get out. Fired up. Hook big ones. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Every customer has their own safe fight story. This couple loves camping adventures, and their SUV is always there with them. So when their windshield got a chip,
what do you think about Daytona being the last season race, the last regular season race?
for a guaranteed same-day
See,
install.
I like that. I like that it's the last regular season race. I do think that's cool. But I don't think it's worth it over it being taken away from 4th of July. You know, I think the 4th of July, or 4th of July weekend, is when that should be run, you know? Daytona should be run 4th of July weekend. That's been the tradition always, and definitely don't change it for Road America or Indianapolis. I mean, I like Indianapolis, but like, don't change it for one of those. I mean, honestly, I really don't think of anything they could change it to that'd be good. Besides maybe Bristol. Bill Ford proud, hell yeah.
What are you all doing in my day train?
It's better than that presentation.
Not better.
You know, whether it's a fraction or a decimal, it's still fun, you know?
Chastain's closing. Yeah, he is. So I guess it wasn't just because of pit stops. I mean, everybody still does have to pit. But I think everybody can make it on one stop. So.
September 24th to 26th on NBC, Golf, and Peacock.
Oh, Larson's pitting now. Okay.
69 laps to go from the NASCAR Cup Series. Darlington, presented by T-Mobile, and Parker looks like 42's on pit road.
Oh, Larson or Chastain's
pitting.
pitting.
These leaders to hit pit road, just getting a little loose there, but obviously was running down. Kyle Larson.
Larson slowing down to pit road. All right.
Much cleaner entry to pit road this time for Kyle Larson, the very first stall on pit road. Dick Daniels asked him a moment ago, what do you need for an adjustment? He said nothing. The tires are just shot, and all these lap cars.
What about Phoenix being the last race of the season? I'm not a big fan, but I'm sure what would be the ideal track to swap it out to. My thoughts on the Phoenix being the finale is fuck that. That's my thoughts. You know, I like Phoenix. I do like Phoenix, and it's nothing against Phoenix, but that being the finale, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really mind it if it was like the full season format. I just wish we had the full season format. Like the full, like the Winston Cup points. Well, I like how we calculate the points now. Get rid of the stages, but I like the 1 to 43 points style. I don't like how they did like the 185. But yeah, bring back the full season points, and then I don't really care where the finale is, as long as it's not like a restricted plate track, you know. Homestead, yeah, I think that's the perfect track. That is the single perfect track for the finale.
Came on the radio most recently and talked about the brakes being spongy as the speeds have picked up here tonight. You're using more and more brake into turn 3 with that patch there carrying a lot of speed. The 12 cars trying to keep off the brakes and put 4 Goodyear tires on.
And through pit stops, it looks like the 42 has come out in front of the 5. So the pit crew doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead, June.
Is Ross Chastain going to win the Southern 500?
Or so, and just being able to get to pit road 1 lap sooner. And the pace in his 42 car.
Next year is a 64th Daytona 500. See you there on Fox. Yep. I'd love to go.
Perfect job tonight. It's been 31 races.
Maybe I will. Nah, that's too expensive. Unless if I got like president. Unless somebody got that for me. Wink, wink. September 11th, just make a vid of you playing taps for a minute on your computer for the victims of September 11th. Just like for like ASMR.
That's going to be quite an accomplishment if we can make it happen. Well, since this format started in 2014, no driver has won from out of the top 16. So history-making stuff right here. If he can do it, it's a long way to go. We're not going to give him the trophy just yet.
It's already been an impressive showing, and this organization, Ganassi, they started the season off. Look at this. Oh, risk assessment, Ross.
I started streaming today, the last stream. Around 120. Yeah, it was 120. So I've been streaming for 7 hours and 24 minutes, minus like the few minutes that I was gone after the stream crashed. I kind of wish I didn't come down to just one race. Maybe if we had 2 races for the Final Four. I'd just fuck the Final Four. Fuck the playoffs.
We see Ross getting better and better, even on the road courses.
Hell, I wouldn't even mind. I would like if we brought the old chase back, like the 1 through 12, and it's just based on points. I like that. You know, obviously I prefer the full season points, but I like that. That works. You know, it's fun. Just fuck this shit. This shit can be fun. It is fun sometimes, but I just don't like how we crown a champion. Like, what if we had Charlotte Oval and the road track back to back in the same weekend for the Final Four?
And while the 42 had their fastest stop for the season, it wasn't the cleanest stop for the 5 bunch. The left front.
I've always thought it would be cool if they did the Charlotte Roval the day before the Coke 600. I think that'd be cool.
Then 1 lap later than the 42, that stop wasn't as clean as they probably would have liked either. They reviewed some film afterwards and agreed it was a problem on the left front.
Marty, this race is long, it's grueling. We talk about it for the drivers. It's the same way for the pit crews. Think about this. Still with 60 laps to go, 21 of the 27 races this year would have been over by now. And this one still has 60 laps to go. Tons of work left to do.
A lot of work left to do. Hamlin right now, because he stayed out, only 5 are currently on the lead lap.
Well, Hamlin needs to pit, Truex needs to pit, Buescher needs to pit. Ross Chastain is 3 seconds in front of Kyle Larson.
So get a Traeger wood pellet grill, a Weber gas grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. You won't find these premium brands in service at a warehouse store, only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block.
For 9/11,
with people who know
I will
their
play as USA
right now,
versus
assembly
Poland as a salute for 9/11 tragedy on FIFA. That's cool.
Hitting the road this summer, not all 5G networks.
Why versus Poland, though? Bump and run.
More interstate highway miles with 5G than the other guys. T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, most reliable 5G network.
With Advanced Same Day, you get the parts you need fast. Get free delivery today. Or pick up your parts curbside or in store in just 30 minutes. Get your parts and get going with Advanced Same Day.
Who do you have for your final 4 picks? So it's Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch.
I've always wanted to do that.
I think Kyle Larson wins the championship.
I've wanted everything.
Poland is decent.
I always wanted to do that.
I always wanted to do that. Next round on me.
NASCAR grill bumper.
Tune in to NASCAR America Motormouth. It's streaming live on NBC Sports Channel on Peacock. You can go to peacocktv.com to check it out. Monday and Wednesdays, 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern this Wednesday. It'll be KP and DJ. They'll be obviously talking about what took place here today and tonight in Darlington, and looking forward to Richmond. Take a look at how hard these guys are working. We told you already 3.5 hours that they have been inside these cars.
I can definitely agree with that. Final 4. Also, Kyle Larson is in so OP this season. It's hard to see him not winning it. Exactly. Except the dumb thing is just Phoenix, or just the final 4 race. Whoever finishes the best in that. The thing I hate about that is he can win 35 of 36 races and not win the championship. That's so bullshit. NASCAR Championship Weekend 2021, your invite to your championship 4 celebrated as 7 years of elimination style format.
And I think it's just, you see the intensity on his face. He knows what's on the line.
What?
I think he has a vision. He's been involved in so many of these Southern 500s. He understands how these last 100 laps need to be run.
Look at the calories burned right there, 595. Look at these, 2,100. Think about the difference in that. 2 drivers. Eric Almirola seems in great condition.
He is, but look how much effort he's put into the day, right? Almost 18 on that activity strain. That's a huge number.
Yeah, on that scale of 1 to 21. 21 being the highest.
If Chastain needs this race to go green to the end, then I hope it does.
We want to thank them for giving us this information, following these drivers like we do during the race. So Denny Hamlin on a little bit of a different strategy. Denny Hamlin, Mark Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, now there are 7 cars that are on the lead lap. So they're continuing to get high, unlap themselves. But Denny's plan is, as you mentioned, in about 6 laps, he's going to be on pit road.
And make his final pit stop.
Yes.
Which is the big difference.
I think in order for Hamlin's strategy to work,
It's all about how what kind of
he needs to have a caution.
tires, and he can get that lead stretched out enough that when Ross Chastain comes to pit road,
I have
we'll see after both pit, we can
Chase,
take it down
Kyle
the
Busch,
racetrack,
Kyle
slow
Larson,
it down so
Harvick.
we can put the laps together.
Denny Hamlin looks to be cruising right now. Looks like
Harvick will get to the Final Four with stage points. I don't think he'll get to the Final Four.
Things unraveled quickly, so we've already seen this race. So many drivers have problems. This race is a long way from being over.
Man, Denny's making me nervous, getting real close to that wall.
Side there. We talk about driver intensity. Look at the crew chief. He's looking at every metric available. His lap time. He's looking at Chastain's lap time, Larson's lap time. They have predictive software to tell you when you pit, where you're going to rejoin. That could be just as important on what lap you come. Dale Jr. mentioned you do lose 2 seconds, right? Every extra lap is about 2 seconds on tires, but if you land back to the racetrack right in the middle of traffic, you could lose 2 seconds on one set of corners, Marty.
Hey, Steve, take me on top of the pit box here. If you're a crew chief like Chris Gabehart, James Small, you've laid all your cards on the table. Everybody knows the game you're going to play. They know you're going to come down pit road here in the next few laps. That'll be your final stop of the day. What is that like on top of the box, knowing, hey, I've played all my cards. Everyone knows what's going to happen. Can I beat you head-to-head?
Well, the big concern for Denny Hamlin, not only is Chastain of the
He's Sam Buffer racing in this race. Oh shit, there goes Blaney. Blaney's around. And the caution is out.
Got a right front tire down on that 12 car.
No, there goes my pick.
Great recovery there. Comes down the front straightaway. Brings that yellow out. This changes everything. It really
Yeah,
does.
it does.
This is the risk of those guys with the extra pit stop, because now most of them are a lap down. Let's see what happened to the 12th car.
Another playoff driver, by the way. There he is. I'm not sure
Would your arms be tired? Oh yeah.
coming in the shot there.
Even with power steering, it still would be.
I don't know. I doubt that. I don't know why.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. He just spun around. He just lost. He just lost it.
Well, I wonder, going into turn 3, that you're...
Oh no, he had a tire.
If he went to the brake pedal, he didn't have any brakes. Let's listen into the 12.
No brakes.
That's exactly right. He mentioned that he had brake issue.
Yeah, there really goes my pick.
At his speed, Jeff, it was clear something was amiss.
Yeah, this team, Lipinski's had a lot of brake issues this year, Steve.
Yeah, and you hear the frustration because he knows these valuable points are going away. They were having a good day, and now here he is on pit road with a flat tire. You mentioned changing the complexion of the playoffs and the race. I mean, we're going to have 8 cars in the lead lap. Before we'll get the free pass, that'll make 9.
That's a huge break for Kevin Harvick. Remember that loose wheel?
Man, the list of playoff guys that didn't have trouble tonight is shorter.
Yes.
And the list that did, it's not over yet.
So now when we talk all that strategy, here's really the deal. The 11, the 19, the 42, the 5, the 22, the 1, Chris Buescher in the 17, and the 9 of Chase Elliott. It doesn't matter who has what laps on the tires. They're all coming to pit road in fresh Goodyear Eagles. And now it's going to be a 40-something lap race to the finish as you see the cars peel the pit road.
All right, I have to pee. Well, I will after these pit stops.
So, Rick, what now is bait is Kyle Larson, who has dominated the night, leading 156.
Truex is pitting, Chastain's pitting, Hamlin's pitting, Curtis is pitting. Who's that? Other guy? I don't fucking know.
I don't know what to do to make it better without hurting something. We're so good on the long run, but I know we take off way too slow, Parker.
You saw Denny Hamlin just losing time to Martin Truex there. You see the adjustment there.
So Larson's out, Truex is out, Ross just started to stop, but he's towards the front of. Come on, Ross, win the race off pit road, bro. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Truex Jr. was in front of the others as they came off the pit road. We'll be right back.
You know what? I'm changing this right now.
Who work on the front lines. They need a network that's built right. That's why we created Verizon Frontline, the advanced network and technology for first responders, built on America's most reliable network. Built for real interoperability.
Where the fuck is Larson? Apparently it's 7. I'll see when I get back. I got it.
Verizon Frontline, built right for first responders.
I need to try it first.
Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. We've been doing it for American racing for over 50 years. Fuel your best.
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce grays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Control GX, the first and only shampoo
here's
that
everybody
blends
else who
away
was,
a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look.
a lap
Control
down
GX
pitting now.
just for men.
Well, it's surprising they won't get the waiver out. Blaney obviously having a long pit stop. Harvick's having to get that loose wheel issue just fucking taken care of. Larson, it looks like he's in 7th. Why the fuck? Oh yeah, because he won the race up the road. That's what happens. I don't like that Truex was late in here. What do you mean, what, Jaden?
Yeah, you're seeing right. Football is back. We're talking big.
We're watching the same thing, Jaden.
Huge kickoff game. We've got the Buccaneers. What is that? Not the Buccaneers I meant. Not that. There we go. The champs. The Tom Brady Bucks.
Alright, I'm taking a shot. But
Dusty guys on horses. What is
I'm a pussy. So I need water nearby.
America's favorite game.
Read comment. Oh, sorry. I have her once a week.
Stick around after this one for NASCAR America post-race show. Got half an hour. We'll talk to playoff drivers. A lot of them have had issues throughout tonight's race.
You told me about ASMR about Banks. Oh shit.
500 has been difficult. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. just got nailed for speeding on.
Oh shit!
Being made, driver, machines, everything.
Man, we're going to show you some issues with playoff drivers, and bear with us because it's been a long night for playoff drivers. It started with Alex Bowman. He gets into the wall, flat right front tire, and here comes his teammate. Oh, take a great look right here, guys. Contact between the 48 and the 24. They had to
Alright,
repair both cars.
24 to 20 Notre Dame, taking a shot.
34 getting loose off of turn 2. Way early in the race. Spins down the back straightaway into that inside wall. Destroys the 34 car. He's out. Kyle Busch race was on Austin Dillon. Contact. Damage to Kyle Busch. He's done for the night. Man, he comes, run him over.
You know, I had actually totally forgotten about that crash. I had totally forgot about that crash, and then they showed it.
Brian Blaney losing the brakes in that car as we get later into this race, and cars and things start to fail. Now he's back out on the racetrack, one lap down, hoping to soldier on to the finish.
And that list doesn't include the loose wheels, those types of mistakes that we've seen all night long for the playoff drivers as well. It's time to get it done now, though. You're going to have to execute. No more mistakes.
That was a taste.
Too
I
late to recover.
don't. You know, Fireball. It's like, it's just what I'm used to. I don't necessarily like it. I don't like the taste of like strong alcohol like that. Like some people do. I don't. I just do it to get drunk.
They're all basically choosing where they want to line up, inside or outside. And then LaJoy, though, you see.
So yeah, I don't really like it.
He's actually running 6
But
lap down.
it's just what I'm used to, and I like I don't hate it. So I just I still drink it.
I'm tired, Rick. We've been doing this for
But I always just need water nearby. Yeah, Truex got speeding. What the fuck did Winval just make me watch?
He's 16. He's the first car one lap down. Because there's another group of cars, Ryan Newman, Brad Keselowski.
I don't know. Winval, you're awesome.
They're all the way at the back of the field because they took the waiver out. So what you see on the racetrack, the front 5 or 6, very clear.
Yeah, I'm glad MTJ got speeding. Now Ross restarts second.
They're running in, Marty.
Comes out in front of Larson.
Currently, there are 15 cars on the lead lap. Martin Truex Jr. wanted to know that. Here was his reaction after they got called out for speeding.
It's the same damn thing I've been doing all night, probably even slower. I don't get it. Freaking believable. We were going to be the leader, aren't we? Yes, correct. What the hell? This sucks. I'm sorry.
Yep, so after processing that, Truex has apologized to the team a couple of times. And remember, the one thing he told me before the race, the one thing he said to the team during the race, we cannot beat ourselves. They had a loose wheel earlier on. Truex
ASMR reading the entire. I wasn't gonna watch this, but I'm kind of curious now.
Make his way back through the field, but they opted to have an awfully quick car.
Reading the ASMR reading the entire NR 2003 instruction manual.
Denny Hamlin, instead of choosing the outside line, he chooses the inside line. Everybody's chosen the inside.
2 hours. All right, bye.
Larson, he went to the top. front two into the bottom. He said, hey, you're not going to leave the front row left open. I'm going to go drive it up there and see what I can make happen.
And why that penalty for the
I don't know,
so
dude.
painful is we have lead lap cars,
ASMR.
then we have lap down cars that pitted, then we have the free pass. then we
Oh,
have
that's
all these
Busher
cars
in
that
that
go
orange
around.
car that I
Guess what
didn't know what it
Trips
was.
because there's a penalty. Back to that.
You know, I have a slight feeling something's gonna happen on this restart.
Like, I don't know, 30th car basically.
So I'm gonna get my camera ready.
Guys, that's an interesting choice by Ross Chastain there to go behind Denny Hamlin. He discussed that with his team and his crew chief, who said,
Why is he looking at
we
me
know
like
he'll
that?
get a good start. So
Will
that
you
was the reason for going to the
something
bottom
from
and
me?
not taking that outside lane.
Fucking
That
weirdo.
bottom has been the best all night long. For that, I think Ross Chastain did a great job. So we've seen the first two
fall
cars on the
asleep.
bottom clear the outside road. But remember, Kyle Larson took the lead from the outside. 3 or 4
You're so
restarts
confused.
ago. He got a great launch and
Keep
took the
being
lead. Let's see if he can do it
confused.
again. Let's listen to Denny.
I want to watch the race from the Earnhardt Towers, but I also just want to watch the race from like the front stretch grandstands too.
Yeah, he's
At Darlington.
thinking
I want it to be a
Larson's
good
gonna win
race.
and trying to
I
get
want to watch the 2011 Southern 500 from
and also the 42
the grandstands.
None of them do it though. Great start by Hamlin.
42 laps to go on the Southern 500.
Yeah, Ross, come on.
It's a good start by Hamlin and Ross Chastain.
Well, fuck me.
Lead us by car of Larson. What a move.
Oh, but Ross is like, no.
Entry to turn one, and he'll take second place.
Busher.
Oh, shit.
Big drop off of 2. Got the field stacked up behind him.
There was some contact too after he checked up with the 10 car getting in the back of him. Yeah, you see a little bit of damage on him, but for quarter panel and some damage to the right front of the 10 car of Eric Almirola. 3 wide on the turn 4 back there. Bubba Wallace. Chase Elliott.
Oh, Chase looks like he got an issue. Chase is fucked. Chase is fucked. Chase is fucked. Chase is fucked and the caution is out.
All those guys that took the wave around, boom, magic. They're in the lead lap.
Absolutely.
The wind ball's been to Wilson, North Carolina.
Motorsports' playoff hopes.
You know what?
Denny Hamlin up
That's
front,
cool,
Kyle
you
Larson
know.
running second. Chase Elliott in the wall.
Elliott with a tire down. It's just like a whole thing tonight.
So there it is, the 17 car and all these guys trying to get off the turn 4. There's 3.
Oh, that's how it happened. See, I didn't think anything came from that, but I was wrong.
That contact right there. We're right along board to Xfinity Cam.
This is the 11th caution of the night. Yeah, this has been a good race.
Chase doesn't quite know it yet. Till now, see him move his hands off the steering wheel. Steer boxes are so quick these days.
We've had a split of a lot of cautions and some green flag runs, like some big green flag runs.
Break your thumbs, do a lot of damage. Hardy.
Boy,
That was our longest green flag run of the night.
Sports first Alex Bowman, then William Byron. You see Chase Elliott limping to his
80-something
pit stop.
laps.
Alan Gustafson, it's killed. No way we can go on. Alan told him, he said,
Kyle
hey,
Busch,
let's
2
do
back,
the best
yeah.
we can, but I agree with Chase
Yeah, that's the
Elliott.
thing. He's still come out of this race
Coming
above
to
the
his
cut
pit
line.
stall.
That's funny.
Kyle Larson, the only Hendrick Motorsports car that has
Like if
survived
Almirola
to this point. Darlington
just like dies.
has not been kind to Hendrick Motorsports tonight.
You're going to try to go to work on this, assess the damage.
This will be a good break for Corey LaJoie, who came to pit road and did not take the free pass.
3 a.m. here in Morocco.
Is the first car lap down.
USA tie 101. Is that like the final?
Break to talk about playoff, hurting the night. Great break for the 2 of Brad Keselowski, who now gets the pit. Dave?
Number of cars pitting, others considered it if others pitted with them. And we're looking to see, I thought before if Kevin Harvick might have come down pit road, doesn't appear that he has. So he stays on track here. One interesting thing to note, Kurt Busch running in the 4th position. You see Keselowski on pit road. Kurt's car is banged up. He banged into his teammate on just after they chose, before they left. And then Kurt got into the wall and pancaked the right side. So the 4 car is still out there, Marty, banged up though.
Dave, really good call by James Small here to come and get 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They were in the back of the
Link,
field.
all right,
Anyway,
hold up.
for Martin Truex Jr.
We got 8 people in here right now. I appreciate all the
Chase
support,
Elliott, they're
guys.
saying that the brake rotors are broken, so I think they're
Actually, I don't see no link.
here on the 9 as well.
Unless it's this one.
We're going to have to get all these cars.
Yeah, I already saw that.
All cycle around. The good news for the fan at home is the rundown's going to be a lot cleaner to look at.
So, Corey LaJoie was scored the highest scored car that was one lap down. He was in 16th. There were 15 cars on the lead lap prior to the caution.
We've seen all night long drivers.
Okay, there we go.
This racetrack. This is Darlington. 3 wide's not going to work. If you're Chase Elliott, I don't know what you can
Two
do.
die-cast cars. Oh, this is cool.
The only choice he could have had was to lift really early, assuming they weren't going to take that spot.
I'm not watching 33 minutes of it. Not even watching 2 seconds. Actually, I did watch 2 seconds, but I'm not watching 30 seconds.
It will eventually bite you.
It won't let you post a link. Yeah, Austin has that problem too. He went to an abandoned building in Wilson, North Carolina, caught in 4K Ultra Camps. I mean, no, you didn't.
38 laps to go. Still a lot of laps to go here at Darlington.
A ton of laps. Well, guys, it's just amazing to me. These playoff guys have run such clean seasons to have this many guys have issues in one night. It's quite remarkable.
It really is.
Kyle Busch is now 1 back of the cut line. Now he does have Bowman in his way, so.
Ask them what they said. We expected for tonight. We said chaos, that mistakes. Who's going to make mistakes in the open round playoffs? We had no idea it would be this big.
Oh, now he's 2 back.
Just couldn't.
I don't know what happened there.
Just can't
Oh,
think
Bell
that
probably.
drivers and teams that are so good, have been the leaders all
Bell's
year
pit
long
stop,
in this
yeah.
sport, can come to the first round of the playoffs and have this many mistakes.
Well, this ain't no easy place.
What state do I live in? I live in New York, Syracuse, New York.
First race of the playoffs. It's the toughest racetrack on the circuit. And they really put
Morocco's not a state win, Val.
Let's listen to Ross Chastain and his team.
Everyone still goes right rear.
The good years swirled on it. Red paint on everything.
You lived in Durham, North Carolina? Yeah, I knew that. Durham? I've never been to Durham.
Really close.
But I've been to North Carolina. I mean, I probably have been to Durham, honestly, but not that I remember.
Taking no chances. They're going to come down pit road. And
Curtis is pitting.
And remember, I explained a second ago, he got into his teammate there before the last green flag run while they were cleaning off their tires. That was a bit of a mistake. Didn't think that damage was too bad, but then he caught the right side. You can see most of the damage there on the right rear.
Double whammy here, Rick.
You've been to Durham like a million times. Well, good for you! Duke Energy. Oh, that's where Duke is? In Durham? I didn't know that. I just knew it was in North Carolina.
He's behind. You see it. You see all the cars on the racetrack.
By the field. They're 2x2 once.
You've never
again,
seen me?
And again, it's.
Me like when you both been in Durham.
Side. Chastain's going to line up behind him again. Larson will be
37 laps to
There
go.
you go. So if you look at the
Yeah, it's getting
left-hand
exciting here.
You see Hamlin all the way
Ross
down.
is restarting third.
Who's at the tail of the field in 15th. LaJoie
Love to
was
see him
the
just
last car
dive
back.
bomb his
So
fucking
the
way
first
through it.
14 cars are the first 14 cars, or at least the first 13 cars on the racetrack. LaJoie and Kurt towards
You go to South Carolina a lot,
That's the race for the
so
win with
I'll
37
take 40 and 185. What? Oh, you're talking about roads, like highways.
In 2021, very hungry to get back to victory lane. That happened here in Darlington, where he has 3 wins
All right.
already at this racetrack. Are you ready for the restart?
Back green.
36 laps to go.
A little bit of wheel spin on the 11 car, but he still gets away clean.
Hey, come on, Ross.
Clear of Kyle Larson. Larson in this spot. We've seen him dive into turn 1. He does it again. Trying to maintain that position over Ross Chastain. He's got a good run down the back straightaway on Denny Hamlin.
Huge run. Could have turned to the left and tried to go underneath him. He's not going to do it. He's going to try to get him on the outside.
Oh, he's trying to race him hard. Oh, here comes Ross. Yeah, Ross. Yeah, damn right, Ross. Oh, well, fuck. Ross is being just amazing right now. Just doing his thing, racing his cars.
And Joey Logano throwing his name into the mix as well.
Logano's just like, hey.
When you don't have the best car, you sit there and watch everybody else make all the mistakes. You walk out of here with a top 5 or top 6 finish.
Truex back there at 7th. We just saw him he's right behind this group. We just saw him on pit road.
And he needed to break that traffic, which is what the 19 was able to do on the bottom of your screen. First car in front of that traffic, Martin Truex Jr. Jeff. Now he's got some clean air in the 7th position, 34 to go with a little pressure tire. 5 car.
We thought he was losing the balance a little bit over the last several runs. Looks like they made some adjustments to put the speed back in this 5 car. Parker.
Right, it's been the same for Denny Hamlin at 11. Remember, they were looking at their fire-off speed versus that 5.
I have Larson winning for my fantasy, but fuck Larson, fuck him. You don't like Larson? I love Larson.
That was their strength, but right here in these first couple laps, they needed to work on that in the 11. It looks like right now that 5 is hanging right with them. Maybe they didn't make enough adjustments, Marty.
I just think he's an old idiot for the high racing thing.
1 and 2, that has been their strength. And watch Larson just rocket around the top, right against the wall, kind of creating his own lane here at Darlington. Down in 3 and 4, that has been his struggle. In fact, one point Cliff Daniels said, I can't fix 3 and 4.
RJ Riverside was your high school? I'm gonna go there and bomb it. I'm totally kidding. I don't even know why I said that. I should not say shit like that. That's like actually fucked up.
Trying a different line there. Denny using the top, trying to take away the line that Larson was using. Try to move around and take away the air from the following car. And that's exactly what's happened.
Dude, that's like actually a fucked up thing to say.
That's going to frustrate that driver. He's going to have to regroup. He's going to have to think about how to get around this track. Changing lanes. Back to the bottom of the racetrack. Goes the 5 car. Trying to close in on leader Denny Hamlin on the turn 4.
And the other thing that makes it complicated is, remember, it's 31 to go. Doesn't sound like a lot, but here it's a long way. And you can kill your tires in these first 5 or 7 laps. You want to push, you want to go, but if you...
I hope that Larson actually does catch up to Hamlin, but then they race hard, and then that like causes Ross to catch up.
Larson, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick in 5th. Truex now up in 6th. Great job by Harvick, guys, to recover.
Yeah, see like this.
Timely caution, kind of reset that wheel.
Well, he's not catching up though.
There he is, right there. Looking good. The old Busch Light forward. Good looking paint scheme. I kind of like that. Blue and white there.
And Keely over.
It's a great recovery by that team. I remember him just being super frustrated on the radio earlier, but now back in this race. Here's the 17 of Chris Buescher.
Should I time you out too? Time something, please, Sam, so I can time you out. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. No, fuck you. But no.
Sitting there at 8th. You know, I don't think they had 8th place speed all night. A nice job.
Actually,
tonight. If they can roll out of here with top 10, if they didn't have top 10 speed, it would be a win for this team.
Just behind you have Washington Dillon, Ryan Preece, both in the top 10 right now. Cole Custer, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Newman, more non-playoff drivers that are up here inside the top 15. Marty.
Oh, you can't time me out.
You mentioned it, sitting in 4th right now, trying to hold Kevin Harvick back there. They came into the playoffs with 4 straight races where they finished 22nd or worse. You couldn't have picked a better time. This team always comes to life in the playoffs, doing it once again, having one of his best ever Darlington runs tonight. Sitting in 4th, meanwhile, Denny Hamlin holding off Larson, in fact, stretching the lead, Rick.
And Denny Hamlin starting to pull away now from Kyle Larson.
This is a good race.
More distance between the two. It's a half a second that separates them. Coming up on 26 laps to go here at Darlington.
Denny Hamlin's going to be hard to beat on a long run. He's so good here, so smooth.
Kyle Petty compared him to David Pearson, who was the best.
This race is honestly between Hamlin and Larson.
Right now, I don't know that
it really has been for the majority of the race.
Now, Larson has shown to be the better driver this year, the better team. But he's got his work cut out for him to try to catch and pass this 11 car. Catching is one thing. Setting up a pass here takes so many laps. And if you don't get it done on that first attempt, it takes several more laps to be able to produce that second choice, that second try, that second attempt. So it's going to be difficult to get by this 11 car.
Interesting watching Denny Hamlin. 1 and 2 pretty much looks like the same thing he's done all night long.
When Val, did you fall asleep?
Drives into 3, runs the high line, but now he turns left and leaves low. Watch as his run goes on. He's going to end up getting all the way up against the wall, all the way around the corner. As these tires wear out, that allows you not to have to turn the wheel as much. Seems to just be able to make better lap time, but for now, that's the best way around.
Top three all running within a tenth of each other in lap times. 4-car right here trying to put the pressure on the 22 Logano. Trying to
I like that.
the air on the back of that race
Yeah,
car.
race Logano hard, so it makes it to where they can't really catch up to Chastain. And then I want Larson to race Hamlin hard, that way Chastain catches up.
This car. And Rodney Childers, his crew team, told me these first three tracks set up nice for us. Next you see the 19 now coming into the picture. But the 750 tracks, these are the high horsepower tracks. That's been
Yeah, he's totally slowing Logano down. Thank you. I really don't like Harvick, but I'm thanking him right now.
Hey, what, Dave, keep an eye on this 19 car. Little fresher tires than everybody else. There he goes past Kevin Harvick. That's for the 5th position. Now trying to track down Joey Logano for 4th. And over the last 5
Yeah, I think he
laps,
fell asleep.
3
Winbow, did you fall asleep?
The fastest car on the track. It might not be over yet.
He's a long way back. He's going to need a yellow to allow them to regroup and catch up with the top three.
Tallwood is my fucking high school.
Pace to do it, Marty.
Chase Elliott Jr. out of the Infield Care Center. Man, what a tough way to end the night, and it was a, maybe not the best night that you wanted. How quickly did you know the tire was going down, Chase?
Yeah, I didn't.
Chase Elliott's done.
Turned in the corner, but yeah, just really appreciate NAPA for letting us run the special scheme and making it a special weekend for some of these kids from Children's. On my end, just made way too many mistakes. And that's what you deserve when you make that many mistakes. So onward.
There you go, Chase Elliott focusing on Richmond now and mentioning what we've talked about all night long. All these playoff drivers making mistakes.
All right. What are they doing to try to get better? Look at Larson. He's got that thing right against the wall, enters the corner, closer to the wall than anybody else. He's willing to push that edge just a little bit. It's race winning time. Watch him at the entrance of turn 3. He's going to enter right against the wall. He was 2 laps ago, he was the fastest car. That lap he wasn't. Actually, that car right there, that McDonald's car, he was the fastest car.
Jeff Jr., you guys have talked about tires and how important they are here. I'm noticing the 11 of Denny Hamlin, when he comes off of both turn 2 and 4, his car stays straight.
Chastain closing in. Yep.
That back end comes out almost every time.
But see, that's not what I wanted to happen. I don't want Chastain to catch up to just Larson. I want Larson to catch up to Hamlin. That way they race hard.
It's a great comparison. You never really see Denny.
There's a lap car there. I don't think that'll be a big problem.
And when he's leading the race, he knows he really doesn't have to. But the guys behind you.
Those Hendrick boys must be glad they have those extra bonus points for the playoffs. Yeah.
Great momentum right here around the top side. He's gained a lot right through turns 3 and 4 right there. You know.
I mean, Bowman didn't have that. I mean, he has 3 wins, so obviously that's 30. Or no, 15. And then I think he had a few stage wins, so probably a little more.
Even into 1, opened up his injury. He has completely changed the way he's driven this racetrack the last lap, and look how it's helped him.
Lap traffic slowing the 11 car down a little bit right there. Both of them have to enter turn 3 on the bottom. Larson stays down there through turn 3.
And plus, you still get the playoff points from the playoffs, too. Like, oh, there's Winbow.
Oh, he dives down low that time. Then he actually goes in a little bit higher. Look how he's in the gas meter. Pulls a little bit through the middle of turn.
Just speaking gibberish, though.
You see the speeds on the bottom left. Truex, though, fastest car on the racetrack, but does he have enough time? 4 seconds back, 17 laps to go. Can those fresher tires work for the driver of the 19?
All right, Larson's catching up.
All right, so now Denny Hamlin.
All right, so Winbow's just like on some weird shit right now.
The exit of 2, the exit of 4. I'm going to take that away from you. Denny Hamlin moved it all the way up against the wall.
Oh, hey, Winbow.
Kyle Larson took his line away, and even into 1, Hamlin moved up the racetrack. Saw Larson coming and said, you know what, buddy? Not going to give you what you want. You're going to have to do something different.
Yep. Gap closed now, under 0.3 of a second. It's been under 0.2 of a second between the top.
I'm glad
two,
that you're still alive.
Under 16 laps to go at Darlington.
All right, here comes Larson.
He's committed to that fence on corner exit. There you go, that spotter.
All right, here comes Chastain, too.
Chris Lambert, his spotter, saying,
Well, Larson got a little loose.
All the way around. Denny knows exactly what that means.
But Larson's like catching up.
And how about the night for Ross Chastain? Right here in the mix. The top three separated by a half a second.
He's hoping that these two will start racing each other and allow him the opportunity to slip right by there. Close in on this 5 car.
Here comes Ross.
Larson trying to run lower on corner exit right there. Really hurting.
I know Ross. He races aggressive. Yeah, he just. I think he didn't bump and run him, but he almost did. Like he arrow bump and run him.
Both of them off the corner clean. Look at Larson. He has wore that car out. Look, contact right there. Chastain.
There was contact. Yeah. Fuck.
Ross Chastain stays
Oh,
in
fuck.
Hey, what? Chastain,
Man, they're racing hard.
He is going to run Hamlin down. I think he's got the fastest car.
I think he used up a lot of it right there trying to make that pass, and now he'll have to regroup, try to put together several good laps to be able to even put himself in position to do that again.
It's 0.4 of a second now that separates the top two.
She's going to hit the fence. Stay smooth.
There's the prediction.
Chastain being ballsy.
That's just Darlington stripe. Keep digging.
Larson got his Darlington stripe again.
Does Larson cross that line, though, of taking too much of a risk? He ran faster, a critical playoff race. I mean, I know he wants to go out there and win. He has the playoff points to take these type of risks.
Well, we've heard him talk lately about racing for points. Yeah. Afraid to make moves because of racing for points. But you know what? If you win, you're in. It's done. You're in to the next round.
And impressive how he runs right on the wall.
Larson added another one, yeah.
An inch away.
Wind Val, what's going on?
Lightly touching it.
But Hamlin,
Wind Val, who do you think's winning this race? Who's everyone thinks winning this race?
You see the 5 car moving around. You just have to wonder that charge that he took.
Right now, I think Hamlin.
Did that hurt the tires of the 5 car? The 42 was all over the 5. You saw him slip slide, and now he can't keep up. Just a little bit of damage to those tires.
Coming up on the final 10 laps. 10 to go. Denny Hamlin.
You think Hamlin?
3 wins already here at Darlington, but no wins in 2021. By this time last year, he had already accumulated 6 wins. This season, winless, but was in a great battle with Kyle Larson for the regular season championship. He finished second in that. That got him a lot of playoff points, which has helped him out. Now a win can help confidence and momentum in these playoffs. Coming up on 9 laps to go.
Hey guys, we saw Denny hold off that threat from Kyle Larson. You know, the one thing he did was move his lane around, as you saw. But one of the things he talks about...
Hamlin knows the track. He's 1-3. Yeah, he's about to get his 3rd Southern 500 win.
He needed inside that car to be able to move his line to aero block in the position where he's the leader trying to hold someone off. Well, it came to fruition there when he was able to move up and hold off that.
Man, Larson's running that wall hard.
He held him off the last time when he got close.
See, I think it's now too late for Ross to catch up that.
For Denny Hamlin, the highest has been all night long. 120 on heart rate, 10 on that strain. We've seen a calm, cool, collected Denny Hamlin for 2 weeks, but here it is, 8 laps from the pay window. Heart rate's up a little bit. He knows what's coming. Focused.
2 times Kyle Larson has finished second in this race, most recently in May, when we were just here. And so, right now, running in the 2nd spot, still trying to run down the 11 of Denny Hamlin to get to victory lane. 7 laps to go.
The last 2 laps. Larson was actually faster than Hamlin, so what did Hamlin do? He rolled Larson sideways. Hamlin went up, ran the wall, took the line away from Larson once again, and then Hamlin was the fastest.
And Rick, you would think with Larson running so close to the wall, he might be a little afraid to get too close. Every time.
Can Denny bring his happy face mask with him every race, and if he wins, he wears the mask? That'd be funny.
Ross Chastain falling back just a bit now. He's 1.6 seconds behind race leader Denny Hamlin.
Yo, Jaden. Hamlin winning might not be so bad. You know why? The Jordan Fish tweets. This would just be like a ha.
I'm going to tell you who's going to be heartbroken if this thing ends like this. Is Martin Truex Jr. That speed penalty. They were going to come off pit road with the lead. He's the fastest car on the racetrack. He had a great opportunity to win this race. Late race penalty took it away from him. He's 2 tenths faster than Hamlin right there.
Truex Jr. running in the 4th spot, but 2.7 seconds.
Well, true, yeah, I know. It actually wouldn't be that bad now.
Most impressive by Denny Hamlin to not only keep this lead, but be patient, not slide the car. He's not slipped one time. We haven't seen the back wheel.
I think it'd just be
Larson
funny.
continues to close, continues to get close.
Man, Larson is getting close now. But, like, it's still a bit away. It's still a half-second back, so actually, he's trying. He's racing so hard.
So impressive watching Larson trying to run him down. His car is not sticking to the racetrack. It's moving all over, but he still just lays it right on the boards. Look at that.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I think Kyle Larson learned lessons from racing Kyle Busch. I think that's actually that actually happened.
3 laps to go. Yeah, that's a rare quality behind the wheel of that 5.
I think Brad Keselowski probably did too.
Do what he's doing. I mean, both these guys are so impressive.
Speaking of masks, in 5 years, nobody will know how to wear them. What?
And now Larson up into the wall again.
Almost. I mean, almost can't tell whether he's hit the wall or not. He's just running so close. And the closer he gets, the more side force he creates on that car. He's getting closer. That's the thing. Like,
2 laps to go.
Away from it, he loses a little bit of grip. So he tries to run as close as he possibly can without touching it.
The lap times are so close, separated by less than 1/10 of a second. Coming up on the final lap.
Oh, he's in it there. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh.
White flag.
Denny Hamlin, a mile and a third away from his first win of 2021. A near
Massel looked like Alien Spyro in 5 years.
Entering the playoffs, he was second in the regular season. But one of only 3 drivers that were.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! What's happening? Holy shit! But Hamlin still wins! That was fucking weird. That was like, what? That was like, huh? That was like, what?
Thank you so much. What a big race, man. Thank you so much for giving me this race.
You know what that reminds me of? The Iowa 2011 Xfinity finish. But like not as cool. Holy shit, he got hit hard.
I tried to video game it.
It looked like a video game.
He just drove it in there, knowing he was going to just completely tear the wall down and just stayed in the gas trying to make something
The
happen.
fuck happened?
It's a good thing that Hamlin didn't leave the top lane open.
Hamlin and Larson made like big contact. Like Larson has like a lot of damage, and they still finished first and second though. Hamlin actually doesn't have that much damage.
Yeah, the game was so quick by Larson.
I was hoping they would slow down enough though that Ross would catch up.
Larson pushing it harder than the car was willing to go.
Wins the race. To say Hamlin didn't run the box.
This checkered flag moment brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts. What a win for Denny Hamlin. 4 times now he has won the Southern 500.
4 hours and 8-minute race. And I've been live for 9 hours and 9 minutes. Well, minus the few minutes that I was away during the stream crash. I don't mind a Hamlin win. Me either. I'm happy to see it, finally.
And a win in the Southern 500 here at Darlington means he will advance to the round of...
And Jaden, it's funny because of the Jordan thing.
Boy, Darlington fans, Denny Hamlin picked a good day to have a good day, didn't he? Saving up the first win of 2021 and the first playoff race of 2021.
Apparently you made it. I'm happy.
For Denny Hamlin. You can see
I forgot to flash that.
He's going to go run and collect a checkered flag. One he's waited the entire season for. I think the fans are going to mob him here at the fence. And he gives it to a young man wearing a FedEx number 11 shirt right away. Wow, you picked a good day to get the first win of the season, didn't you?
Another 500, it's a big one. Man, I love this racetrack. It's by far my favorite racetrack, but wow, it's just great.
He says this about like every racetrack. He said this about like Martinsville. He said this about like Richmond. He said this about like New Hampshire. I think he said this about Daytona. He says like every track is like my favorite track.
Everyone who's at JGR that builds these fast cars.
Walk me through that last lap. Kyle Larson said
We woke up at 9:13. I woke up at like 3:30.
Drove it in past the limit of the cars and the tire, but I
In the
knew it was
morning.
coming. I was a little bit conservative that last lap because I knew I had about a 4 car length lead. And, yeah, I didn't think it was going to go that deep, but still a great race. And you know, it's been back and forth with me and him most of the year, and he's just been a little bit faster on these types of racetracks. And you know, luckily the caution came when it did, and the strategy worked out great for the team. But man, I'm really happy today.
We're going to show you the replay of that with the Whoop data in. And watch your heart rate go up as this goes down. 119, pretty calm. Uh-oh. How'd you stay so calm through that? You never went up.
He was gonna go through me. I knew that was about the only thing, but yeah, it was a great attempt. And those guys, you know, had the fastest car for most of the day. The 42 was super strong too, so really just happy for our team.
Is there a way to describe how significant this win is, Denny?
I'm happy Denny won, but I would have loved to see Ross win.
Yeah, I mean, it was a matter of time. I mean, we can't just keep leading inside town. I have to go every week.
His third Southern 500 win.
Yesterday was some unique circumstances, but man,
2010, 2017, 2021.
For this win, and now to move to round 12.
In his favorite racetrack, Denny Hamlin comes through with a Southern 500 win in front of the Darlington.
Tried to heat 5 that shit.
To the round of 12, Parker.
Yeah, Marty, that was an awesome finish courtesy of Kyle Larson. He used the video game.
Larson is just like fucked.
It almost worked.
Yeah, I kind of, we got to the white and I was like, well, I haven't been able to gain on now. I'm going to try something. Honestly, got to his bumper too quick. I was hoping he was going to run that diamond to kind of be safe and I could squirt to his outside, but gave it everything I had. I didn't want to wreck him. I just wanted to try and get to his outside there, but
you should have wrecked him.
He did a great job, not really making any mistakes there the last run, and I was having to push really hard in second to try and just stay with him, and was hoping we'd catch some sort of traffic, but we never really did. But
Denny Hamlin fan, yes.
Really good out front.
You're happy, bro.
I would get stuck. Like,
it's a fun time.
Got stuck really bad, and then there at the end, losing control of the race really hurt us. But all in all, a great day, good points day.
All right, y'all. I'm ending the stream. I want to thank you guys for watching. I will probably be live next week, Saturday, for the Xfinity and Cup race, starting.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I think the Xfinity race is at 2:30, so I'll be live at like 2:15.
Getting ready for the
and then I'll go straight through like I did this week.
Good to get a good first.
I want to thank you guys for watching.